Statistics show that by age 8, most students have been exposed to pornography in one way or another. My name is Shelby Millis, and I am the director of Asbury Students at Asbury Church here in Tulsa, just helping students follow Jesus. What I've seen with Changing Lanes, and through Brett speaking specifically, is he's not afraid to jump right in and talk about his own struggles, but why this is important for specifically youth, because I feel like pornography especially is something that we know is important, that our students need to hear about, but no one in the church is talking about it. And for our staff, we've all kind of shared our experiences of we grew up in church for the most part, and we never had anyone talk to us about pornography, about sex addiction. Basically, we were just told, don't have sex, and that's it, and that wasn't what we wanted for our students. So Brett came and spoke first to our whole congregation, then came and spoke to parents at a parent event. And that event, we got so much good feedback from the ones who were there. It was kind of a smaller group, but we were able to hang around and hear from them that night and the week after. And I had multiple parents come to me and say, I heard the things I needed to bring up with my kid. I've never had the vocabulary. I've never had, honestly, the confidence to say it's okay to bring it up with my kid. We had a small group leader text myself and the other middle school associate the next day and say, one of our 6th grade boys texted me and said, because of last night's talk and because of our small group time and what Brett said, he knew that he could go to his parents and say, I have an addiction, I need help. And already his parents had texted the small group leader and has since texted us and already getting resource, getting help for their son. And so for us, one story means that there was probably 10 more, there's probably 20 more that happened. But that one was so important for us because now our students can see, okay, they care enough about me to address the difficult discussions, and that's just really helpful to us. Statistics show that by age 8, most students have been exposed to pornography in one way or another. For us, that's hard to hear, and I think for a long time the church was willing to push that aside. So it's not my kids, they don't have friends like that, and that's what we hear a lot from parents. Unfortunately, they probably do, or even just by accident, they're exposed one way or another. There's more technology, there's more everything available to them than I ever had, than our staff has ever had, than their parents have ever had. And I think the first reaction is to just go, okay, I'm just going to shut everything down. I'm going to lock everything down. I'm not going to let them have social media. I'm not going to let them have a phone. I'm not. But honestly, that's not going to protect them forever. Technology is everywhere. Their friends have it. And what we want is to help them make choices with integrity, but all their choices. The little, the small, the ones that relate to pornography and the ones that don't. Because if that is their mindset, if that's the conversation we're sharing with them, then they can apply that filter to everything they do. And that's why partnering with Changing Lanes has helped us. So now they see, okay, if I'm applying this filter of right and wrong, making decisions with integrity versus just locking everything down, they now have a place to voice that out. They have a place to have those conversations. They have a place with leaders, adult leaders who are going to be there for them, who are going to walk alongside them probably for 7 years straight while they go through middle and high school. And they have a place where their groups can then say, oh yeah, this happened to me, I experienced this, this is how I learned about it, or this is how I got around whatever thing my parents put in place to protect me. I mean, they have these conversations in their small groups, and that lets the conversation build. That means nothing's off the table. They can go to their leader, they can go to us as staff, and they go to their small group for support. If I could give advice to youth workers, pastors, anyone who's on the fence of, should I bring this topic up in your church? My answer is yes. And for us, having a partner like Changing Lanes Ministry come alongside us helps us kind of gauge that we're doing it the right way. We've got the right voices speaking into our families, and it's been so impactful, and I know that we will continue to hear story after story after story where it's made the difference. And for us, one student is just as important as 100. So if you are on the fence, I'd say yes, go for it, and check out changinglanesministries.com. If you have questions, anything that you're looking for, it's the right bet, it's the right choice.